but the problem is that like I can't read the fucker. Just because I know all the fucking bracha in fucking Hebrew doesn't mean that I know
Eddie
how to read
came
the
in.
goddamn thing.
Look, Will Kincaid. Eddie came in from Brute Facts.
Oh, what a
The one who
cunt!
timed you out. The one who timed you out.
What a
Absolutely.
faggot! Hey, buddy.
Yeah. I'll come in to find out why you are such bigoted POSs.
We're bigoted now.
Oh, absolutely.
Outstanding. I love this. Okay, please go ahead, Eddie. Elaborate and
this-
elucidate on how. Hold on, Kincaid. Oh, please. I promise this will be worth it. Let's let him elucidate.
Anytime that
how
you
big it
use
is.
anytime you use derogatory language towards
Oh, here we go.
certain people, especially the language that you're using, that is the definition of
Prefer I
bigotry.
say it in Serbian?
It
Would that also be
literally
an offense to
isn't
the
the
Lord?
definition of bigotry. That's a
Oh
really
yeah.
That's
When
a
you
really awesome first start.
when you call people faggots, that's the height
Well,
of bigotry.
you were being a faggot. I don't know what to tell you.
That's
If you were
the
less
height
of a
of
faggot,
bigotry.
I wouldn't have called you one.
Wait, what's
So-
bigoted about
So that's the best thing that you can come up with.
it? Wait, what's bigoted
No,
about
I could also threaten you like I'm gonna rape your dog. I could also have done it without using any profanity. I could say that you. I hope you
Didn't they
never
use
find
the word
love.
faggot in Fox's
Hold on,
Book of
listen,
Martyrs?
listen.
Wait a minute.
Listen, I
Well,
could've told you guys-
why
I
did you
could've
choose
said-
the word? Why did you choose the word faggot?
Because you were
'Cause
acting
it's in
like a
Fox's
faggot.
Book of Martyrs.
What
It's in
does
the-
a faggot act like?
It's
burning.
A whiny
It's a burning-
bitch
it's
who
a burning-
cries about everything all the time and pisses
the-
out their eyes. I don't know what
So,
to tell you.
so you
You're acting like a
personally
faggot.
attack somebody, and I put you in timeout, and then all of a sudden I'm a
No,
faggot.
I'll tell you what I said, faggot. I said.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody
Fuck
cares.
you.
You're nothing but a fucking hateful bigot.
Oh,
It's
come
sad
on.
that you even call yourself a
I
Christian.
said-
Matter of
I
fact,
called-
I wish you would
Actually,
stop
he's
calling
not.
yourself a
Oh
Christian.
my God, he
Just
didn't
stop
even
calling yourself a
listen.
He's not a
Christian.
Christian.
Don't call
He's not
yourself a Christian. Don't identify with
Dude,
us.
Are you
dude,
serious?
Calm down.
Don't
Calm
identify
down,
with
dude.
us.
Hey,
You don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you're making a
Older
dumbass
adult
out of
Don't identify
yourself.
with us. If you call
She
yourself a
didn't
Christian
know
and you
Dude.
call
more
people
than
faggots,
that.
don't identify.
Look at
as
him
a
go. Look at him
Christian.
go. He's convinced.
Log.
He's convinced that he's right.
What a
Wow,
stupid
is
Give me a
right.
minute,
asshole.
all right? 'cause
What
I-
a stupid asshole.
I
I can't
called her
wait
a
for our
filthy
debate.
Oh, so now I'm a
casual,
stupid
all
asshole
right?
because I call you out on being a hateful bigot. I'm a stupid
Oh,
asshole
for
now.
fuck's sake.
Well, dude,
I don't
hold-
hate
hold-
you.
no,
I just
no,
think
no,
the
no,
one
no,
he
hold
Anything
on.
actually does.
better to say than asshole, bigot, faggot? I mean, anything like that? Do you
Dude,
have anything better
dude.
to say?
Again, I
Dude.
could have said, I hope you never
Dude.
find love.
Let me
Oh
talk.
my
It's
God.
just
Let
as
me
hateful,
talk.
and I didn't have to
Let
swear
me-
at all.
What a coward.
Let
You're
me
nothing but a
talk.
coward
I'm the
hiding behind
coward.
an
I don't have to
avatar.
say
on
Let
anything.
the
Smokey.
internet.
Let
You're just a
Smokey
coward.
explain to this guy what he's
Let me
doing.
talk.
You're
Let me
just a
talk.
coward. That's it.
Let me
Fucking
talk.
coward. That's
This
it.
is
Nothing else.
amazing.
Eddie,
Dave,
the
call me
reason,
N-word, please.
Eddie,
I
number
couldn't deal with
one,
it, but-
the reason you look like a stupid asshole is because you came in here with a problem with labels where you then supplied a few of your own showing you're a hypocrite. Okay, that's number one. Number
yeah,
two, Will Kincaid is not a Christian. He's a Jew, which we've been talking about for the last hour on this very stream
That's fine. That's fine.
that
That's
you're
fine.
showing up to call him a Christian. So you are, by practical evidence, a practical
that's fine.
demonstration of
Totally.
your own
Okay,
choice,
Cool.
a
Don't
stupid
identify-
asshole.
Okay, if he doesn't identify as a Christian, good. Don't. Anybody else here that does? And
So you
uses
don't
the
want
word
him to come to
faggot?
the faith? Wait a minute. So you don't want him to convert and come to the faith?
That's not what I said. That is a
That
huge
is
straw man.
literally
That is not
exactly
what I said. I
what you
said I'm
just
talking
said.
to those who call themselves a Christian and use the words like faggot.
So, but not
Faggot,
fucking,
and I'm a Christian.
but not fucking bigot. That's okay for you?
I use
No,
worse words than
anybody
that.
uses the word is a bigot. I'm just
I
saying
use
those
I
that are
use the
Christians
N-word.
and are going to act like
So
a
if I
bigot. Don't
use,
identify
so
as
if
a
I
Christian.
call someone a faggot, that makes me a bigot?
Yes, 100%.
Against who?
Yeah, 100%. No bones
Who am I
about it.
bigoted
No
towards?
controversy
Who
whatsoever.
am I bigoted towards?
Can you just point out that
Okay,
in the UK,
come
faggots
on
are
now. You know exactly what the word is used for.
Are you
I know you're
implying
not
that I
acting
have some
I
sort
know
of bigoted
it's to
hate?
refer-
towards
it's re-
It's a derogatory term to talk about homosexual people. So don't act like an idiot. I know
Well,
you're
it's
not
not how
an
I meant it. I used it the same way everyone.
It doesn't
else
matter how
used it,
you
'cause were
mean
being a
it.
faggot.
How you mean the pragmatics of what you said doesn't mean anything. It's the semantics of what you're using.
Are
Do you know how the philosophy of language works?
Being pedantic for the sake
Do
of
you know
being
how the
pedantic.
philosophy of language works?
Eddie, are you pro? Well, you don't seem to understand it.
Yeah,
either.
I did.
Are
I
you
do.
pro LGBTQ, Eddie?
What is pro LGBT?
It means do you? Wow, really?
I'll say that.
You
I'll say that.
understand what
What do you mean by pro LGBT?
So do you support the rights of homosexual monogamy as a social practice?
What do you mean the rights of?
Well, for fuck's
This
sake.
is a Bill Clinton conversation. What's the
No.
definition of
It's called
is?
getting
Depends
clear.
on what your
It's called
definition
getting
of it is.
clarity
No
on what you
Christian
mean
has
by it.
ever struggled
It's
this
called
much
getting
to
clarity.
answer
What do you
this
mean by
question.
rights?
I mean, should they have their unions governmentally sanctioned and recognized to the equivalence of regular married couples that are heterosexual? Should it
Well,
be a
actually,
regular,
you
morally
just-
acceptable cultural
You just
practice
loaded the shit out
to
of that
stand
because
behind?
that's not. I'm a libertarian.
Well, you keep
I don't think
asking
the government
me to
should be
simple
involved
it
in
down
marriage.
more.
Period.
You didn't like.
I
the
don't
first
think the
question.
government should be involved in marriage. Period. I don't care if it's heterosexual, homosexual. I don't think they should be involved.
So are gay people who identify as Christians saved and believe in Christ and continue to ongoing practice their
That's not for me to
homosexual
judge.
lifestyles?
That's not for me to judge.
Wow.
Oh, this guy's a train wreck. Okay.
Really? So explain to me.
Dude,
explain to me what
no
judge not less
wonder-
be judged for the
no
measure
wonder
that
you
you
pretty
use.
much-
as
I
what
want
you
I
use
want an
against you.
explanation of what
Hold
is a libertarian. Is a libertarian somebody that is for liberty and
Hold
know
on, Dave.
or not?
Wait a minute.
You're asking him a lot of really complex questions here. You
So
gotta
what,
slow
what,
it
what is
down.
what is judge not lest ye be judged for the
I'll
same
tell
measure
you
you
something.
use?
It's
is gonna be
nothing.
used
Judge
against
not
you. What
lest
does
you
that
be
mean to
judged
you?
isn't in the Bible.
What does that
it's
mean
not
to
even
you?
in the Bible. Show me
What?
judge not lest you be judged. I want to see
Just
where it says
acting
that.
like a fucking faggot. That's
Are
all.
you
That's one of the
serious?
great. That's one of the great Bible verses that are not in the Bible. Judge not
Doesn't
lest
have
you be
anything
judged.
to do with
It's not-
homosexuality.
It's not in the Bible. Are you that?
It's not in the
Elizabeth.
Bible, and I'll give you $1 million if it is.
Judge not lest ye be judged.
Look
Matthew
it up,
7,
find
1
it,
through
show
3.
it to us right now. Know it all, Christian. Show me. You're
Yeah,
a Christian.
Matthew
I
7,
wanna know
1
what
through
you
3.
told-
Judge not
Show
that
me.
ye be judged. For what judgment
Read
ye
it.
use,
Where is
you
it?
will
Show
be
it on the
judged.
screen. I
And
want to
that
see
measure
it.
you will meet, if it shall not be measured to
It
you
doesn't
again.
say judge not lest ye be judged. It doesn't say that. Show me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It doesn't
really.
say judge not that you be not judged.
No, it doesn't say judge not lest ye be judged. Can you hear with your ears or not?
Oh,
what
my
you just
God.
said.
Oh my God. Okay.
It does not say that
Oh,
anywhere.
your God, whatever.
And I'll eat shit on the fucking screen if it does.
Fuck off.
It's a- what when you say that it doesn't say that, what are you
That's exactly what I'm
contending
saying.
with?
Can you hear
Are
me?
you
Here,
saying
now
the
read my
scripture
text.
doesn't exist?
Which translation did you want where it says what you said?
It doesn't matter. It's not in any of them.
Oh, it absolutely. A New American Standard. Do not judge so that you will not be judged.
American
I mean, what
Standard.
version do you want? I mean, we can go the old King James, the new King James. It doesn't matter. It's in every
Go
one.
anywhere because you haven't even done it yet. You're just talking
Do
bullshit.
not
You don't even
judge,
know
or
what
you
you're talking
too
about.
will be judged. There's the NIV. That's 3 versions I've given you. What other version do you want?
You haven't given me nothing.
New King James. Judge not
You're still
that
not. You're
you
just
be not
babbling,
judged.
babble, babble,
I mean,
babble.
come on, man. I mean, what kind of
Come
games
on,
you want to
nothing.
play?
You
I just
haven't
gave you
given
4
shit.
versions. That's 4 versions.
You
Here.
ain't giving me shit.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, just bury your
There
head
is
in the
nothing that
sand.
says judge not lest ye be judged. I'm telling you right now, and you can't hear me.
So what do you think? Judge
I'm not thinking
lest
anything. I'm
ye
just
be
telling
judged.
you
What do
straight up. the fact.
What do you think that less changes in any of it?
I'm just showing you how stupid you are because you don't even know what it
Oh,
says
stupid
anywhere.
I am.
All I
Smokey,
did was
yo,
I said the bitch was a
so
filthy
that's
casual.
how
Yo,
stupid I
Smokey
am.
highlights something. Y'all might want to look at that.
That's
And
all.
there
I-
you go.
You
And
are
then
I
just-
said
judged
was
so
you
that you
just
will
put
not
any
be judged, for in the way you judge,
wasn't
you
a
will be
serious
judged.
religious
I
person.
mean, that's about as clear as it gets.
Not a serious
Don't
Christian.
dummy.
Just
You are a faggot.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
faggot. You can't even listen.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. I want to recognize something. It took almost 10 minutes before I was called not a real Christian. So good on y'all, because it's usually about 5 minutes.
It's going to take you 10
the fuck are
fucking
you
years to
talking
figure
about,
out.
Jack?
Nothing says judge not lest ye be judged. It's going to take you 10 years to figure that out.
I just gave you like 5 different versions.
you're a fucking casual too, there, Jack. You're a filthy fucking casual.
Oh my god! Does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good when you like just try to just beat people down? I mean, is that
No,
what
I'm just
Christians
wondering.
do?
I just wondered because
Is
it
that
was
what
kind of
Christians
it's kind of
do?
funny because you censored me over there
where does
and praised.
Jesus say?
Shut
Where
the
does
fuck
Jesus
up,
say
please,
go
for
and
2
cuss,
seconds. Like, get
go
a
and
word in
cuss and
edgewise. God
ridicule
damn, can you
everybody
fucking mute
and
him
try
or
to make them
something?
feel like they're an inch
Fucking
tall?
make
Where does
my
it say that?
Is this
Where does
how
it say
you
that?
is this how you debate, dude? Like no
All,
wonder you
all
do
Oh
I'm
no
your
no
saying
no
is
no! I debate very
I find it
professionally,
very
and I
humorous.
told you I'll debate you
This
on anything
fucking
you want to
guy
debate.
felt the need to censor me, but here he is. He can come into an open room environment and run his mouth just
Yeah. So
forever,
I said I
right?
will debate you on anything you want to debate, and you came back with, should Christians not make personal attacks? I mean, that's the dumbest shit ever. At least give me a real topic to debate.
Well, that was our
It is a real
contention in the
topic.
room as
No.
you were
That's your
making.
fucking.
contention
That's
was
your
they were
big
making
fucking issue.
personal
Excuse
attacks
me,
on
I was
somebody
talking.
instead of attacking the argument.
Excuse me, Mr. Professional Debater. I was talking. I was responding to your
Oh, okay, go ahead
statement.
and talk.
Fuck down, faggot.
Okay, you had a statement that it was a stupid topic. Now, I know you can't defend that, so let me just give my
Oh
response.
no,
and then
I can defend it. It's a stupid ass topic
okay, why is it a stupid ass topic?
because it has nothing to do with my position. It was about moderating a chat.
Why would you feel so compelled to have to
Because
moderate?
because I'm a
people's
moderator in
speech?
about 7 or 8 different channels, and
That's
every single one
irrelevant
of
to
them
me.
don't
Oh
allow.
God,
I'm
look out!
asking
Big dick
you-
coming
what an
through.
expert.
Hold on. I'm asking for you to justify the standard you're applying, not the fact that some idiots on some channels trust a dim-witted soy-soaked clown like you to have mod controls. I'm talking about the actual justification of what you are employing for how you moderate chat. That you're saying that you will cut off and silence people communicating at a certain level or a certain standard. I'm asking you where you get that standard from, or if it's just your personal preference and opinion.
Where I get the standard that personal attacks are not something that
Yes.
should be used.
Correct.
Yeah. So, other than in an intellectual atmosphere, it's a fallacy.
That's your
Other
preference.
than that,
And it's not a fallacy if it has
given.
an
Yeah, it
argument
absolutely is. It's called an ad hominem. Absolutely.
No,
When you
you're wrong.
dismiss somebody's
Okay, well,
argument
now let me
by
correct
attacking
you.
No, it's
them,
not.
No, all right, here's
What
the
if
thing. I'm
somebody's a
gonna have
faggot?
to-
Oh, you call him a
Okay.
faggot?
All right, so this is what we're going to have to do.
you're going to
because this
mute
is
me? I mean,
now
come on,
the
man.
only way that I am going to make this be able to work. Okay, here we go. All right, so okay, now again, I have to everyone, including Will Kincaid, just shut up for a moment so that I can actually have a one-on-one with this guy and see if we can actually get somewhere with this, because he's saying a lot of very dumb things and it's running over a bunch of pieces. Can you do me a favor? Just repeat your last statement in entirety. Go right ahead, please.
I said in an intellectual conversation,
Mhm.
personal attacks
Mhm.
are usually not allowed because
The
if you dismiss somebody's argument
Sure.
based on personal attacks, that's
There
an ad
you
hominem.
There you go. Now you nailed it and you just refuted yourself. Thank you for that. Because what was being done was not trying to avoid your argument. You weren't providing any. You're providing your own effeminate emotion noise. You didn't have an argument. And
I
then
wasn't
based
arguing
upon,
with them.
hold on. And then based upon the very dumb things you said that you couldn't justify, that led us to draw a conclusion based upon evidence to your inferior intellect as well as your character, which then caused us to bring about the use of a modern cultural colloquialism to describe all of that in summarization, at which point we decided to call you a faggot. Now that was the utility therein. So instead of your personal preference about quote
You
unquote
didn't. You
intellectual
just said a whole
environment,
bunch
hold
of
on.
fucking word
I'm not
salad.
done.
What do you?
I'm
How
not
do you
done.
get from me muting
I
somebody
know.
to
I
faggot?
know you're a very stupid man. I know.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
this is
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
This
Whatever.
is more. If you won't
what
get
you
it,
think about me doesn't matter. I don't care.
sure, that's fine. But
Because
if you
if
don't
you
get
thought
it,
that I was
the
great,
audience
then
will.
I would be extremely ashamed.
Beautiful. Great. That makes a lot of logical sense. So the issue is that when you draw it to a summarization based upon evidence of what's presented, and you've addressed the argument, pointed out how stupid the person is for proposing the argument and being proud of it, and then drawing that to a conclusion of your inferior character, we haven't engaged in an ad hom fallacy at all. Not whatsoever, because that would require us to attack your character in spite of ignoring the argument. You can't provide any arguments for your position other than just your personal preference from what you perceive as, I don't know, an intellectual environment. My God, Eddie, no wonder you simply spend your time interviewing minds far greater than your own, which is basically everyone. Because as an interlocker and as a believer, you're a fraud and a clown and a joke. But please go ahead, respond. Take as much time as you like.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. It seems that you're totally ignorant of what happened. There were two people going in at it in an argument, and then one just started launching personal attack after personal attack. So when they stopped responding to the argument and started personally attacking the person, is when I put them in timeout. Because personal attacks, when you're talking about an argument, is nothing but a red herring. It's a deflection. You're trying to discredit the person by the way that you're talking to them and not even addressing the argument. And then you came in midway through, because I guess it was your buddy, and decided to start running your mouth and talking shit.
No, I
And
wasn't
that's what
talking
happened.
shit. I was calling you out on yours. And
No.
attempting
You
to
can't
back
call me
your
out on
standard,
anything when you're not there to know
which
what's
you
going on.
Still, well, no, I was watching and I saw him
Oh.
call her a filthy casual. That
And
was
what did
the
he call her
insult.
before that?
Well, that I didn't know. I'll go back and look. What did he call her before that?
Okay.
What did he call her before? Well, no, you tell me. You're the witness testimonial. You tell me, and I'll go fact check it. Go ahead.
Yeah. There was
Because I'm a mod there too.
Yeah.
So I can see what
there
was
actually
deleted.
there were a couple of personal.
So just be
attacks.
careful
Before
to
we
not
got to that,
over-exaggerate and
I
lie,
think it
'cause I
was
will
you're a
catch
fake
you
or a fraud or something like that.
And she
I don't
is.
remember exactly the
She
words
is.
that were used.
She is a
But
fake
it was
and a
about the
fraud.
second
In
or
fact,
third one. It was about the
actually,
second or third one before
Eddie,
I
I'll tell you
silenced
what.
him.
Not only did now Will Kincaid actually was being very mild, as you can see from Kincaid typically is, was being very mild in the chat. In fact, actually for Kincaid, that's relatively respectful. First of all, she is a fraud. She's a dumb flat earth cow, and she postures over theological idiocy while being infinitely self-assured. Okay, I have a problem with these people. These people are disgraces to the claim of Christianity. They make it look like a clown cult, basically. So I don't like these people, and I don't recognize them. And yet she was being called out for her fraudulent statements.
Who gives a shit what you recognize? I mean, you're a freaking bigot.
Hold on.
No, you're a bigot. Who the hell cares what you recognize?
Well, you already failed to justify that.
No. Yeah. When you called me a faggot and then did it again and again and again, you solidified the fact that you're a bigot.
Are you a gay man?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well then how is it bigoted to you?
It doesn't matter if it fits
Oh, see,
me
now
or
it
not.
doesn't
It's
matter.
the fact that you're
As
using,
soon as I ask you
you're
to back
using
up
a
your
derogatory
crap,
term,
excuse me.
especially meant for homosexuals, because you're a bigot.
Every time I ask
use the
you
Bible to justify your bigotry, which is what
this is how
disgusts me.
leftists talk. This is how
I'm not a
leftists
leftist.
talk.
You're a total idiot if you think I'm a leftist.
You talk like one. If it walks
I don't
like
care
a
what
duck
you say,
and
I talk
talks like a duck, it might be.
Yeah,
might
well,
be a
I mean, when
retard
you're a bigot,
So-
I don't give a shit what you think about me.
Again, you can't support. Give me an argument for me being a bigot by using the word faggot. Go ahead. Give me an argument.
Yeah. So faggot is a derogatory term for homosexuals. When people use the term faggot, which is a derogatory term for homosexuals, then they are a bigot. There's no other reason to use it. I mean, you can laugh all you want. I mean,
was that a
hide behind
valid
this little
argument to you,
avatar.
Mr.
You're a
Philosopher?
fucking coward. You won't even show your
Excuse me.
face on the fucking camera.
Was
You're
that
a
a
fucking
valid?
coward. You're
was
a
that
bigoted ass coward. That's all you are.
Okay. Was that a?
That's why you
villain-
wanted to show your fucking face, you fucking coward.
Okay.
You're
Let
a
me know when I
bigoted
can
coward.
respond.
That's it. And you're a fucking disgrace to Christianity. And I wish you would stop saying you're a Christian.
Okay, here we go. So
No,
now
here
was
we go.
that-
Nothing.
Was
I
that
don't give a shit about what a bigot has to say. You can laugh all you want, you fucking coward. I show my face on the camera.
the
Why don't you show your
coward?
face?
The coward is the one afraid to let.
Why
the
don't
other
you show
person
your face,
talk.
coward? Why don't
The
you let
coward-
everybody know who the
The
bigoted coward
coward
is here?
is the one afraid to let the other person talk.
Oh, no,
That's
I'll
the
let you
coward.
talk long enough. I'm not going to hear any more of your hateful fucking shit. So
Then
you
you're
can
a
mute me
coward.
now because you're a fucking coward.
Then you're the
You're a
coward.
bigoted
You have to
coward.
overspeak.
That's it. You're a fucking hateful,
Keep
bigoted
people from
coward that
hearing.
uses the Bible to justify their hate. You're a disgrace to Christianity.
So,
You're a disgrace
ask
to
you
Americans,
again.
period. And I wish you would stop saying you're.
I'm going to mute him for just a second. I have one.
You can mute me all you want. I don't give a fuck.
I have one question for
Fucking
him that he
coward. I don't
cannot
care about
answer.
your questions. You're a coward. You bigoted coward. That's it.
I've been
That's
engaging
all I have
in
to
good
say.
faith. He
I'm gonna
can't.
keep talking over you. You're a bigoted coward.
So again, I've asked him if the argument that he was using was valid based upon Mr.
You know damn
Philosophy,
well when you use a derogatory
who
term
claims that he uses philosophy,
whatever.
that he
I
studies
ain't got time for this
philosophy
shit.
on the site.
I
I
actually have
asked
a
him
job.
if
I
he
have to
thought
go to
it was
bed.
a
You
valid
coward.
argument.
Have fun with your show.
And
you
now
fucking
he just
bigot.
wants to overtalk
Peace
me
out,
because he
homie.
just embarrassed himself
When you think you have the balls
when
to come
he's
debate
worried
me about a
about
real
fallacy.
topic, then come talk to me.
He's worried about fallacies. I asked him if and he runs. Who's the coward now? Who can't even answer the question? Who can't even respond to the one point where he presented a fallacious circular argument? It's a bigot because a bigot uses a derogatory term, and using a derogatory term makes you a bigot. Purely circular, purely fallacious. And this is Mr. Philosophy, who argues philosophy, who understands logic. And this is him attempting to defend calling me a bigot.
Wow,
This is
that was like genuine cancer.
And I'm hideous. Don't look at me.
And this man is a professional debater.
Wow.
Can't respond to a question, can't back up a claim. And this man is proud of his debate stylings. Can't take a position about homosexuality and Christianity, about whether or not it's an acceptable social practice.
In your Discord, I posted all the screenshots of what I was saying. I never called her anything short of a filthy.
No, he
cat
even
like
admits that it was mild, even when I confronted him with it.
Well,
It's
he
not
said that I
even-
said some other shit. I never said nothing.
And he spent this entire time in an unjustified way, which, by the way, also shows, again, just to draw this home, fake fraud Christian, a fake pacifist who came in and hypocritically failed at his own standard. Funny to bring up Matthew 7, because he failed to live by or apply the very standard of which he was claiming to posture over. He falsely accused us of being bigots. Why? Because he couldn't actually provide the supportive argument. All he did was give a circular justification of his own preference that the utilization of the word automatically means bigotry. Bigotry. And by the way, it doesn't. In fact, even in gay cultures, and if you haven't spent any time one, you wouldn't know this, and probably he doesn't have a gay culture connection other than the occasional blowjob that he gives in a truck stop.
I had some.
But
I had some.
He's probably not actually exposed to the culture. And oh yeah, that cum catcher beard. Go look at him. Go look at him on his channel. You tell me he doesn't have a cum catcher beard, and I'll pay you $10. Yeah. So anyway, I'm joking, of course. Anyway, he basically takes the position, I imagine, that everything is nearly infinitely acceptable, which is why he also claims to take the position of near universalist. I told you these universalists are cancer. They're all cancer, and they judge off of that aionios, interpretation, very literalistic pull, etymological literalistic pull out of the use of some of the words in Greek, which they also pervert when they go to Hebrew as well, demand the same type of rules and applications, even though it's a completely different culture and language. These people are jokes, and this guy's an idiot. So all he did was false accuse us, because if you're going to lay a charge, you're going to say you're a bigot for using the word. Well, that's a problem. Because I know lots of gay people that call each other faggots, and particularly when they're communicating and calling another gay person a faggot, they're speaking about not their lifestyle choice, but the fact they are part of the lifestyle choice, and that they demonstrate a lower inferiority of character. Other pejoratives are twink, toilet trash, as well as
Cum dumpster, bottom
cum
bitch.
dumpster. That's another one. These are general filthy expressions that refer to the automatic assumption. Number one, of course, is engaging in faggotry. That's a given. But the issue here, the issue here is that there's a connotation behind the pejorative itself that you are the worst representation of that group. So Here's what he failed to understand while he's talking about, do you even understand the theory of the evolution of language? Well, clearly he doesn't, because he completely killed himself in the very next statement, say, it doesn't matter what it means. Like, so he was so emotionally high octane that he was embarrassing himself, contradicting himself, showing how little he actually knows and how little he's able to even grasp while he's challenging my panel. And the way we were using it was to say, not that he, just to challenge his nature and demonstration of character as being an effeminate failure of a man and interlocker, acting more like an overdriven, cocksucking queer, or a bodacious carrot, or just an unhinged, overly emotional woman. So, and either of these were connective to exactly what he ended up demonstrating in his very effeminate, Karen-esque manifestations right after that, to not even allow me the point to point out his blatant, ridiculous, fallacious, logical failure with trying to actually support the claim that we are bigots by the usage of the word. Now, depending on what he presented, which sadly he wasn't present anything other than a circular justification based upon his own personal preference and perspective, with no reference to anything argumentative otherwise in his own circular reasoning. So, but if he would have held some standard, I probably could have turned it around on him, because when a queer communicates it, when a gay communicates it, it has a specific connotation that you are the worst representation of that particular social group. So it's not that you're gay. It's that you're the worst of the gays. Like you're the type of gays that even the gays don't like. That's the connotation. That's when you're called a cum guzzling faggot. That's really the connotation. It's not just that you are demonstrating inferiority in terms of the masculinity that you claim, but that actually you are the worst possible representation of the class of which you seem to appeal, which is either a very effeminate man or a woman. So we're really giving you more of a benefit of the doubt by calling you a faggot, because that's what you chose to demonstrate. And the fact is that for the rest of the conversation, you then decided to sell it. The thing that we had called you, you're just like, hold my beer, I'm going to prove that. And then you showed your unhinged, unjustified inability to defend emotional ramblings. And you embarrassed yourself, Eddie. Congrats.
Jesus Christ, would you come up for air, Smokey? God damn it. You fucking did. So I love you like a brother, but God damn it.
It's my show. I allow your ongoing diatribes about Pokemon. You can allow for me to put forward my observation.
I know it's been an hour.
Hey, you know what? I took up against this clown for you.
I know. Smokey Simp. Hashtag Smokey Simp. I know. But I got questions in the side chat.
Okay.
First of all, when I did update the thing and I put the link.
I know. I have a question for you. Can you make sure that I actually ordered it, because it didn't send me a.
I got Dr. Falk gets kind of salty in my side.
Okay,
chat.
Listen. When I called him a faggot, what I meant by that was, you know how like in the first Harry Potter film, when they're learning how to float the feather with the thing, and then Hermione Granger goes, "It's Leviosa." Yeah, that's faggot behavior. It has nothing to do with her being a homosexual. She was just acting like a faggot. You know what I mean? That's how. I grew up in the 90s, and when we said faggot, we didn't know that it had anything to do with homosexuality. It's just your friend was being a faggot, you know? All right? So that's the first fucking thing. The second thing is, yes, I do own anything on my store that has any kind of just everything on my store is completely hand drawn by me. It's done. I do it on my phone with my little stylus and my little palette, and I'm like, I'm a regular fucking Picasso over there, minus the Dago. And then what was this third thing? Oh yeah, Ashley. Fuck you, actually.
Well, yeah, that's how you convert the Jews. You force them to do things. That you know what?
Yeah, that's worked historically.
That's worked historically.
Get in the train. No. What happens if I don't? You die. What happens if I do? You still die. Well, fuck you. I'm not doing that. Why don't you get in the oven, faggot? There, I said it. I called her a faggot now. Are you happy, Eddie? You made me call this lovely young woman, no pun intended, a faggot.
My one question after he said that stupid thing, because he's a very emotional, sad, pathetic man. So what happened is he had an emotional reaction, and then he tried to go look for ad hoc reasonings afterwards, which is why he embarrassed himself. The one question at the end, which again just sank the debate and showed that he was just displaying proof that he was everything we called him, was just to answer the question, was what you just presented me as justification for calling us bigoted, was that a valid logical argument? He would not dare want to answer that question, which is why then he just started over talking me and then made an excuse to run away and cower because he's an idiot. That guy, no wonder he interviews people. He couldn't debate to save his life. He's a moron, and at some level, he knows it, that his only greatest contribution he'll ever have is interviewing minds far greater than himself. What a complete moron, worthless embarrassment. Wow, what a joke.
So, like, if I was in a room with two homosexual... Listen, if I was in a room with two homosexual gentlemen that were engaging in anal sex, right? And I happened to be eating a plate of carrots, and I said, this is some pretty good crudite. And one of the faggots popped their cock out of the other faggot and went, hey! I said, shut up, faggot. Crudite. I do the same thing with fucking... What the fuck is that?
What the hell was that?
Gator?
Yeah.